Hi guys, today I want to share with all of you in this 9 minutes motivation the most common emotion that we all go through anger, especially with our own loved ones. And I, I understood it quite some time back, and I think I'm glad that very early in my life, when I say early, it's not as early as compared to other people, but other people don't even know. But at 27th, 28th year of my life, I understood something very important. And from there, for last almost 24 years, I've really saved myself of the energy that drains out of anger and takes away your peace. The other day, one of my teacher in the college came and shared about how she does not like shouting at her own child and how she feel bad when she scolds and scream. Either the child is miserable, she is miserable at the end of it, and don't know why she behaves. All this drama happened. I said, okay, I'll talk to you about it. Explain a few things, and I realized it 24 years back when I understood that. See, when you get angry on somebody, for example, it's your child, or it's your parent, or it's your brother, siblings, or it's your close friends, or it's your loved one, relatives. Usually, that is only where we show our anger. We don't have courage to show anger on strangers. That doesn't come to us. We're actually very covered people. I used to make this very beautiful statement: anger is the strength of a weak person. Strong people don't get angry. So, what do I mean by strong people? It's not that you are strong. See, strong when I say it's about from the position that you relate should be very strong. There are two aspects. When you're angry on somebody, you are scolding, you're shouting, you're screaming. At times, you're throwing things and blabbering something, and it consumes a lot of your energy. And why that triggered? Because the other person in front of you did not behave as per you, did not do things the way you expected them to do. So for that, you could not handle it. You got disappointed, you got annoyed, and you really shouted. On the other hand, I realized that getting angry, shouting, screaming, scolding, throwing things, losing your peace, blabbering things, and later feeling sorry for what you what you had said you should not have said, and then feeling bad about the entire thing. That also consumes energy. On the other hand, you can choose to communicate. Choose to communicate, explain. People is this is where people fall. This is where they lose it. People don't want to communicate. Something happened in front of you by your loved ones, and you're not able to accept it. It was not supposed to be done like that. If you get angry and all these things, energy will be going. Why not choose to explain, communicate long enough? I have seen people get tired of communication. But you're not able to get tired of anger for lifetime. Then why are we getting tired of communication? People, how many times to explain the same thing to you? You don't understand this, my dear friend. If what you are explaining for 100 times, if somebody is not able to understand, the problem is not with the other person. You are not able to explain properly. That is the actual reality. What I'm trying to convey to you, if you are not able to understand, it is not your mistake. It is my mistake, or it is my lacuna, or it's my limitation that I'm not using proper words. I'm not using proper examples or metaphors to make you understand something. So when you get upset with your son or your daughter or your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad or your uncle or your friend or any relative of yours, you start shouting, screaming. That also consumes energy. When does anger comes? So your child does a mistake. Something he or she did which was not as per your expectation. So you lose it and you start explaining. The first time, I'll give a classic example. The mother is feeding the child. There's one drama in every house where small little children are there. Eat ma, eat little, mama no. Eat ma, it's good for health. No, I don't want it. Mother is still explaining, communicating. The food is good. If you eat the food, you'll become strong. No, mama, I don't want. See, you want to become strong like Papa? No, eat like this. No, I don't. I don't want to become strong like Papa. Now, after this, the mother is short of ideas. She does not know what else to tell that the food will be very motivating for the child to consume. So she's lack of ideas. then she loses it. So first time, eat ma, it's good, no, eat, no, you like it, no, no. You eat, you'll become healthy and strong, no. Eat, you'll become strong like Papa. Four options she gave, and then she lost ideas. Then she started getting in the irritation mode. What's wrong with the food? It's good only, no. If you don't eat, how will you play? And no, no, I don't want. Eat, I'm telling you, a lot of work to do. Why you don't understand simple thing? No, that is where, because now you don't have any other way to explain. So you are short of ideas. Angry also you will use some words, no. In anger also you'll blabber something. In anger also you'll shout and scream and scold. Some kind of word will keep coming, no. Why then not choose to communicate long enough? Think what else can be told. Explain what else can be what else can be motivating to your child for anybody. Then getting angry, how does it solve the problem? Because anger also will consume time, and you have to stay angry, and you have to keep on coming with this anger again and again every time something like this happens. And people say, how many years had to go on telling the same thing to you? Come on, you are dealing with the same thing for years together. It is not the problem other person. It is your mistake. You have not overcome, or you have not found a better way to communicate your ideas where people are able to accept it and able to implement, and you are able to empower them. Empower them. Whose mistake it is? Communication beauty is. You explain, you explain, you explain, you explain, you explain. Actually, you communicate long enough. It might take one day, 2 day, 1 week, 1 month, maybe 1 year. 1 year you explain for the same thing, but the day the other person will understand, a lifetime you don't have to repeat it. You don't have to burn your blood. You don't have to boil yourself. You don't have to increase your BP. You don't have to go into health issues. You don't have to create the frustration in your life, because for the same topic or the same issue, for the same problem, if you have to go, if I'm willing to shout for a lifetime, then may as well communicate for some time properly. Check with somebody else. What else can be motivating? The child does not study. There's no point shouting at the by shouting at the child. He will study properly. Is it ever happened? And you will keep. And child is going to study for 15, 16, 17 years. For 17 years, if you're going to shout like that, your health will go for a toss. Then choose to communicate, explain the importance of studies this way, that way, make somebody else to come and speak about the entire thing. And at one point, you realize they're not understanding. I think you should understand it is your own child. You never studied in life. How will they study? Give it up now. Finish it off. Peaceful in life. Anger is not a solution to get the work done. Anger can give you by shouting at somebody loudly. They can do it immediately. They can do it temporarily. Again, after some time, they will do the same thing. Anger will give you temporary results, but communication, explaining with all the sometimes logic, all the emotion, all the pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages, consequences, everything properly explained. The day the person understands, lifetime you don't have to have the issue of shouting at somebody. Why would we choose anger, knowing that, like Buddha said, anger is something like you holding hot charcoal in your hand, trying to throw at somebody. Much before it hurts somebody, it burns somebody. It's already burning you. Why will we? Why would we choose anger when we know same me can actually communicate long enough and explain to people? It might take sometimes weeks, months, or years together, but it's still worth it. No, then explaining for 1 year is worth than shouting for a lifetime and spoiling your own health and your peace of mind, another person's peace of mind, and they will hate you in the process. Why to do that? I think let's do it. Let's communicate long enough, and it's possible. I believe that we will choose communication over anger. Let's start this beautiful, beautiful day. 9 minutes motivation at 9 is inspired by life and sponsored by the Kingdom College. I am Deepak, and as always, I'm life. My life is beautiful. Stay on top of it because I work as worship. So here we go with this morning motivation. Guys, go, get set, and go.